that we're going to do to answer a question. Is there a God? And why do I believe that we do have a God? And it's pretty simple for me. Um, you look at the characteristics of us human beings, okay? We are designed by an intelligence of some sort. When you just take your eyebrows, for instance, eyebrows are here. This little bit of hair on your face is here because when you sweat catches and it goes around and it keeps sweat. If you didn't have eyebrows, if you shave your eyebrows off, do this experiment, get really sweaty, you're going to notice water going into your eyes to the point to where you cannot even see. If you're out working on a farm doing hard work in the heat and have you would have to tie something around your head to keep it from going in because it's these eyebrows, however, were put here for a reason. So obviously there's some intelligence in how people and even some animals are designed. If you look at an animal like a snake who has no arms or legs, has no way to protect itself whatsoever. But what does a snake have? It has a poisonous venom. Isn't it strange that all these living creatures have exactly what they need? And you take your vital organs, your heart and lungs. There's a cage built around this stuff to protect all these vital organs because these vital organs getting hit in any way. How could all of that be an accident? That's one hell of an accident for us to just poofed out of nowhere and have exactly what we need where we need it. It doesn't even make sense, you know. So the fact for me to believe in God and to believe that we have a creator is very easy just by looking at how we're designed. And if you get into studying different animals and insects and all the living things in the world, you'll find it very interesting that this stuff just could not have just accidentally happened like this. The Bible was written over 2,000 years ago, and even longer ago. Some issues of what people had written at the time. Uh, if you just read one part of the Bible, read the book of Revelation. The book of Revelation is where John, the saint, claims to have been taken by God and shown the future. And in this future, he talks about being in a certain place in front of a throne. He talks about seeing the spirits, not the people who lived, but their spirits that are now in white are standing in front of God being judged. Since I've been involved in ghost investigation and seeing all the spirits, orbs, and things I've photographed, that clarifies what he said in the Bible. That there's white lights that come out of people. They're standing before God. These spirits that I'm seeing here on film are white. That they're out of the body. They are they are spirits of deceased human beings. So it's hard to not believe in the Bible, or to believe in parts of it at least, because of the fact that these people back then had no technology. They didn't have radios, TV. They had nothing to influence their beliefs. They only had each other. How could they have known about these spirits and being inside of people and coming out of them? You could say maybe they saw ghosts. Maybe that's what the deal was. They were seeing ghosts, so they wrote about this crazy story about it. But the Bible is a very intelligent book to where, whether you believe in God or not, if you were to follow the rules of that book, you would have nothing but perfect life because you're talking about loving people, getting along with everybody, treating everybody with respect, not treating anybody any differently than you would be treated. So if you followed the Bible, regardless if you were religious or not, if everybody did that, we would live in a perfect world. So, there's so many things about what the Bible brings up that is relevant today. And I sure as heck ain't going to get into all of it, preaching or anything like that. But this video is just to give you some examples to why I believe in God and how the paranormal has even increased that belief because of, I'm comparing what I've seen, what I'm seeing in the paranormal world to what I've read, and it's really lining up to some of the things that they described seeing. Um, we were not non-intelligently designed um, to believe that we just poofed out of nowhere. I mean, it's kind of like if I were to take a shoe off my foot and say, okay, either this foot was created by someone or this shoe created itself. I would have to go with someone created this shoe because a shoe has everything you need. It has a string to tighten around your foot. It's got grips on the bottom to keep you from slipping. It had to be intelligently designed. And everything that we have, our fingers to grasp things and pick them up, everything that we need to write or work. We've got uh, lungs to breathe. We've got a rib cage to protect it. There's so many things that you can look at. We have knees that bend, so we're fully flexible. Everything about us is intelligent, intelligently created. There's no doubt in my mind that there's a God. As far as all the different religions in the world, I can't tell you, this person's right or that person's right, but it all falls into one thing. There's a God. I believe in the story of Jesus. I don't know that everybody else does. That's your thing if you do or don't. But I have no reason to doubt anything in the Bible because of the paranormal is real, and they were talking about the paranormal, and I can't say that's a lie. I can't say that's not true. So it's really up to you to make a choice on what you think. But I think that most people who don't believe in God are just really bitter and angry. That's something else about religion that gets me is that people say they don't believe in Jesus, don't believe in God, but I've never seen a name stir up so much controversy. People are scared to death of the name Jesus Christ. People are cutting people's heads off in other countries because of God, because of Christians, because of Jesus. There must be something pretty powerful about that for people to be so afraid or so offended by it that they're killing people over it. I mean, really, if it's all just a bunch of crap, then why don't we just laugh at the people who believe it? Like, look at these fools. But no, we got to saw their heads off because they believe it. To me, that in itself is showing that there's something very, very powerful there going on, no doubt about it. It's not an accident. Another good example would be if you look at the stars, you see a Big Dipper, you see a Little Dipper. How is that a mistake? To have two perfectly different things in the sky that are exactly the same thing. One's huge, one's small, but the exact same shape. To me, that's no accident. There's no way that just accidentally happened and all this stuff accidentally happened. It's just not even logical to think that way. I think I'd have to be a fool to think that we were not created. And the only thing I would add to that is you got to make your own decisions in life, your own choices, and hopefully you don't make a decision that's going to cost you any kind of eternity. I've heard about psychic mediums. There's so many mediums who believe in, every time they talk about uh, the afterlife, they say, oh yeah, there's God's there. I've never seen one medium or one psychic say, okay, well, there is a spirit world, but there's no God. There's no, I've never heard that. So if you can find one, please let me know who that is so I can check it out. I respect everybody on here, all your beliefs, all your everybody who's watching my videos and asking questions. I'm just going to give my honest opinion, just like when I put my post up. I'm posting honest videos, honest pictures that I've taken. Um, I'm not trying to blow smoke up anybody's ass on any of it. So thank you all for listening.